Am I audible? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
So in the last class, we have discussed regarding the software defined storage models. Okay. So right now we're discussing the storage solution available with the virtualized environment, right? So at first we have seen all the traditional storage solution in our general sets data center. Okay. Now from the last class onward, we will be discussing regarding this topic. Software defined storage model, right? That means whatever storage solution are available to you, okay, in a physical mode. Now all this can be provisioned or spin, okay, as a virtual solution. So under this heading, last class we discussed regarding what the virtual volumes. Okay, so what is the virtual volume? First of all, whenever we bring any piece of hardware as a storage, say suppose your hard disk, so first, we have to configure it, okay, and create some credit partition, and this partition is known as what the volume. Okay, and if we form the volume using on the virtualized way, then this is called the virtual volume. Okay. Some of the interesting facts we have learned about the virtual volume is something like this. Okay, please find the link in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so I am taking the class from here. Okay, please find this link from your WhatsApp group. Okay, so about phone web scene and one important concept we have learned here. This is what the virtual volume snapshots. Okay, what is snapshot and how this is helpful for us in the time of recovery and the rolling back. Okay, if some disaster happened. So this is your this is all about the last class discussion. Okay, so today we will continue with the same topic. Okay, but we'll go with this one. VMware virtual SAN. Okay, what was SAN for your reference? Let me give you some idea. Very well plus. Okay, anyway, don't waste the time. Go for the SAN architecture. SAN architecture. Okay, इस तरह से रहता है वो लोग. SAN stands for what the storage area network. Okay, so okay, this you can tell as a SAN. Okay, इसमें क्या होगा बोलो. First of all, these follow the storage area network. Okay, and this is a network where all the storage are available. Right now, these follow the server. All the traffic which is coming to the server is directly sending to the SAN storage. Okay, storage area network. Okay, and through this router or the switch, we are communicating with the storage. Okay, now this can be of two different types. One may be of your internet IP and one may be of your fiber channel. Okay, based on the technology they are using, sometimes it is called the IP SAN and sometimes it is called the FC SAN. Okay, these two things we have seen. Okay, now so vSAN is a distributed layer of software that runs natively as a part of hypervisor. vSAN aggregate local or direct attached capacity device, often ESXi host cluster, and create a single storage pool shared across all the hosts. Okay, it's exactly same. This time this is not a physical location, but in case of your virtualization, so this is act as a software layer, okay, which will be directly connected to the ESXi host for the storage purpose. Okay. Now we'll find some more detail about the virtual SAN. VMware Virtual SAN is a software defined. Okay, so let's remember this type of storage solution is not a physical one, rather it is defined as a virtualized, okay, software abstract model. Okay, VMware vSAN is a software defined enterprise storage solution that support, okay, hyper converged infrastructure system. The vSAN is fully integrated with VM vSphere as a distributed layer of software within the ESXi hypervisor. Okay, so please remember this paragraph. Next one, so will be continuing. So you can find one idea from there. Okay, so these all are the virtual machine. Okay, and these all are the ESXi hosts. So this is the physical PC at at which you have creative virtualized environment. Right? So these all are the physical server. On top of this, we put a vSphere, and on top of this, we deploy some virtual machine. Right? Now you can see all these storage which is physically connected has been to form some virtual, okay, storage in a network data store. Okay, now this can be represented here as an abstraction layer communicating directly to the vSphere. That means whatever traffic come to the virtual machine is directly redirected to this virtual cell. Okay, practically this is going to be stored inside the physical storage device only, but theoretically or as we are using this sort of virtualized concept, this is act like this. See here, we can aggregate local or direct attached data storage device to create a single storage pool shared across all the hosts. See, all these entire pool can be act as a one storage pool. Okay, and it will be there and the direct control of this vSphere. Okay, that means whatever data you are sending there, it is directly go to this. This is not so easy that all the time we cannot segregate it. Otherwise, someone else's data will go to someone else's hand, right? So restrict this one. We have to make some definite sets of mechanisms. We can aggregate local or direct attached storage device to create a single storage pool shared across all hosts in a vSAN cluster. A hybrid vSAN cluster uses flash devices for the edge tire and magnetic drive for the capacity tire. Okay, wherever we go, if we're going to devise the design the storage device, all the time we'll go for the magnetic storage. Okay. So here also, actually, though this is the virtual one, actually this is the physical structure they are doing right now. See, this is our physical storage. Now from this physical storage, by taking some RAM, some CPU, and some hard disk, we are generating this virtual machine. Okay, or you can say these ordered a speed instance. Okay, likewise, whatever storage solution we have with you, okay, all this can be split to a common pool. So these are vSAN pool. Okay, and the main storage device they are using is what a magnetic flash. And all flash vSAN cluster uses flash device for both the case tire and the capacity tire. So this is rare. If your data is too much important, okay, say for the banking data, okay, so you can go for these type of things. So generally data can be managed from these things. Okay, you can see if you are using the flash device, that means what you are using the say or the solid state device or the semiconductor memory, right? And this memory is very much fast. Okay, so based on the data you can go for you. Okay, and the cost you can bear you can go for any of the SAN solution. Okay, so if you are using this the flash vSAN, okay, so what benefit we find? This architecture create a flash optimized, resilient shared data store designed for the software defined data center. Okay, so this is a costly approach. Okay, because all the things times we are going to store all our data in the flash memory. Okay, so if this is the flash memory, this is just like the pen drive. Okay, so if this is the semiconductor or the solid state devices, okay, so it will or not a cost effective mechanism. So in most of the data center you will find these things. Okay, magnetic drives or a magnetic taps. Okay, so if you can take the example of an Amazon. In Amazon, you will find a Glacier, okay, bucket, S3 bucket, and a EBS, elastic basic storage. So all these solutions are nothing but a magnetic storage solution. Okay, see, recent eliminates the need of external shared storage. Okay, the earlier architecture was what? Okay, earlier architecture was what? Suppose we have a PC. Okay, and in this PC, I have the definite sets of memory. Okay. Now, based on the requirement, if I want to upgrade the storage, then you have to connect some external what the dash storage pool to the architecture. Okay. Now, if you are using the SAN type of memory solution or the storage solution, so already this is extended. Okay. So no need to go for extend. Okay. That's what they are telling. This and eliminates the need of external shared storage. Okay, and simplify storage configuration through single policy based management. Okay, if you are making any configuration changes to this vSphere, say vCenter server, right, and all this policy can be directly applied to the storage pool, which is already derived from the physical uh, storage locations. Okay. Using virtual machine storage policies, you can define storage requirement and the capacities. Okay, so any of the virtual machine can be act as a manager for all these tools. So the thing is that exactly what the concept where we all are using in terms of the physical data center, this is exactly same in case of the virtualized data center also. Okay, only difference is that in the physical one, all the server and the storage pool and whatever component you are using, these all are the physical one. Okay, but in case of this virtualized environment, these all are the spin up instance from the physical one. Okay. Okay, so please go through this video. You'll find one video there. So here you will get some idea. Okay, what is vSAN? Okay, so let me share in the just 1 minute. I will not play the video there. So please go through it. Okay, I'm sharing the okay, I'm sharing the link over there. Okay, so please go through the video. You will find what I want the description with the animation about the VLAN. Sorry, the virtualized SAN. Okay, how it is work, how it works. Okay. See, let us explore. Okay, let me know. Are you getting any problem regarding understanding of this one? Virtual SAN. বুঝতে পারছেন না question? Virtual SAN. Yes, am I audible? Are you all there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
তাৰ আপোনাৰ মাতটো অলপমান মানে ব্লেক কৰি আহিছে স্যাৰ
Okay. Hello. Hello. Are you there? Are you there? Hello.
Oh, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Yes. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if you are what are fixing that, we are going the decent solution. Then what will be the requirement? Okay. Order prerequisite for going to this type of what are advanced infrastructure. Okay. Now, what type of service you may think about in the cloud-based what architecture? Say you what anything YouTube server, Netflix server, and whatever. All these are using the virtual SAN. Okay, somewhere else is in the data center of the Amazon or any cloud provider, the physical storage is there. Okay, okay, and you are using some storage pool for your requirement. Okay, and all these storage pools are nothing but the virtual SAN. Okay, always remember this. Okay, if you go for the Prime Videos and all, so you get using the storage pool taking as a rent from the Amazon. Okay, Netflix is also exactly doing the same thing by taking some space from the Amazon also. Okay, so in this way, the partial thing. So let us see some of the requirements. Okay, so straightway hardware requirement for the virtual sync. Okay, so here we will find the entire range of the requirement. So please go through it. Okay, so please go through it. I will not discuss all these things. Okay, so this is very much simple. Please go through it. So what may be the hardware requirement? Okay, likewise you will find the cluster requirement for vSAN. How many PCs should be there? Okay, how many what the servers should be there? You will find all related things as well as the software and the networking. See, as you are go for the SAN, this in the name itself they are selling that what the storage area network. Okay, so without network connectivity, this is not possible for going to a virtualized SAN solution. Okay, so network should be there. Okay, and as well as the license requirement. Okay, so all these points please go through once. Okay, so this is what a virtualized SAN. सो इसमें ये दोनों चीज में इतना डिस्क्रिप्शन में हमको नहीं चाहिए सर जस्ट हैव ए लुक what they are telling there. Okay, see, next क्या आएगा हमारा टॉपिक बोलो स्टोरेज पॉलिसी बेस्ड मैनेजमेंट. Okay, storage policy based management is a framework that provide a single control panel across various data service and the storage solutions. Okay, so this is the administering software. Okay, just like that to manage the cluster. Okay, based on the ESXi host, we're using what? We're using the vCenter server. Okay, so likewise to manage the entire storage solution or the storage pool, whatever storage you are using. Okay, so we have to use what the SPBM, storage policy based management. Okay, someone is right. Let me in. Okay, including license and defaults. Using storage policy, the framework align application demand on your virtual machine with capabilities provided by the storage entities. Okay, so that means this is the single point administering platform from which you are going to do all these different configuration tasks. Okay. Next one is the IO filters. IO filters are software components that can be installed on ESXi host and can offer additional data service to virtual machine. Okay, depending on implementation, the services might include replication, encryption, caching, and so on. Okay, see these all are the third-party vendors. Okay, if you are suppose if you need efficiency in your data storage. Okay, and suppose you need to do the replication. Replication means what? The making the backup of it. Okay, suppose you are doing some transaction, you are using RAID 2, you can make what the mirroring. Okay, suppose if you are what are writing one A in one storage pool, then the same A can be written to the another storage pool. Okay, so this type of operation is called what the replication. Okay, so that means if you want more enhancements to your traditional data security, okay, and what the replication for the backups, caching and all, then you can go for the IO filters. Okay, and in the market you will find lots of third-party vendors who provide this type of enhanced features. Okay, so this is all about your software-defined storage model. Okay, let's have a quick look. दोनों में क्या क्या था हमारा. If you go for the traditional one, okay, हमने इसमें क्या क्या पढ़ा था बोलो. We have seen about what the local and the networking storage. This is nothing but directly direct attached storage. Okay, अगर तुम्हारा organization small organization data is limited, then you can manage your storage inside the cabinet of the server. Okay, so maybe 10 TB. One hard disk size maybe 10 TB. Okay, now if you what a organization is a mid-size organization, right? You cannot manage all your data using what a internal hard disk. Then you can additionally put some extra storage software on a storage device, say pool of say. Okay, now take one example. Suppose in your PC you have one TB hard disk. Okay, and you're finding that this much of space is not enough for me. So you will buy one additional external hard disk of 2 TB, and you are connecting directly to your PC. Okay, likewise in the server solution you can attach extra pool of storage, say 10 TB. Okay, 20 TB, 50 TB like this. Okay, so this act like a external hard disk in our normal PC scenarios. Okay, so this type of solution come under this one, local and network storage. Okay, now if your storage location is not in house, okay, suppose you as a company you have a branch office in the Guwahati, but you are using the Mumbai based Amazon data center. Okay, so what you are doing, so this type of concept is known as what the SAN. Okay, storage area network. Okay, or in short you can say what a NAS, network area. Okay, storage that so इसमें क्या होगा बोलो, you are putting your all the important data, your client data in some what are another places. There may be lots of benefits. Say your area is okay very much vulnerable to the earthquake. Okay, very much vulnerable to the fire and all the different threats. Okay, so instead of putting all the important data in house, you are deciding that I will put all my data in the Amazon's Mumbai based server. Okay, so this is done with the help of your SAN based network. Okay, now see, if you are going to send your data from Guwahati to the Mumbai, so it is a huge distance. Okay, how it is efficient? Either you are going to use the FC fiber optic cable connection, or you are using what the IP. It is something like this. So suppose Amazon server is somewhere there in the USA, right? Now from the Amazon Prime you are streaming live video here. Okay, how it is possible? With the help of this IP based SAN environment. Okay, IP SAN or the ISCSI. The protocol used here is what the ISCSI, ISCSI. So this is your storage area network. And if you are using the FC then fiber channel, then you will come to this range FC SAN. Okay, FC SAN. Your communication mechanism is sent with the help of the FC. Likewise, the internet SCSI. So instead of fiber optic, you are using what the internet IPs. Okay, जो हमारा normal YouTube streaming, Netflix streaming में main use करते हैं ये वाला IP. Okay, IP SAN or the iSCSI protocol. Okay, so this is then we have learned about the LAN. Okay, then virtual disk. Virtual disk we all using day to day. Whenever you are what are configuring, sorry, or creating some virtual machine and installing any operating system. Okay, installing the ESXi hypervisor. Then you are creating the virtual hard disk. Okay, that means from our hard disk available to us in our PC, let's ping up say 40 GB, 60 GB of space. Okay, then this space is known as what a virtual disk. And the file system through which all the data are distributed in the vSphere environment. This is what the PMFS. Okay, virtual machine file system. Next one is what the NFS. For sharing, we using this protocol. Okay, so all these things is there in your traditional storage virtualization model. Okay, and we have completed this topic of your software defined storage model. Okay, here what we have learned about the virtual volumes and virtual SAN. Okay, so please go through all these things. If you find any problem, then you can ask me. Okay, but first of all, please go through all these things. Okay, next to learn about the policy base.
Yes, sir.
Let's policy base. Yes, yes. কিবা ক'লা কোনোবাই?
নাই sir, নাই কোৱা।
Oh, okay, then we'll learn about what the IP filters. Okay, here let me see. Okay, and one important thing is what the vSphere storage APIs. Okay, how many of you have the good idea about the API? What is API? Application Programming Interface. Bolo, what is API? API means क्या है? Anyone can say what is meant by API? Okay, take one example. Suppose you are going to the ATM and you are going to give some instruction to the ATM. Okay, or your mobile phone through which you are going giving the instruction is the interface. Okay, now suppose you have buy one product, say from any website, say Amazon. Right now you want to pay online using your HDFC or the SBI banking. Okay, so and in that case, whenever you are go for the online transaction, some transaction gateway will be opened. Okay, see, HDFC is some another organization and Amazon is some another organization. Okay, now the thing is that how these two software will communicate. Okay, likewise to communicate between you and me, we are using what the Cisco WebEx. Okay, in the same way, whenever two application software or to website or any piece of software going to communicate among themselves, they are using one common media. This is called the API. Okay, so you can say something like this: API is the telephone for the application. If one application want to communicate with another application, or if they want to talk, they are using the APIs. Okay, now in the virtualized environment, what are the different type of APIs are there? Okay, for the vSphere or storage solution. So we'll learn all these things here. Okay, see, storage APIs is a family of APIs used by third-party hardware, software, and storage providers to develop components that enhance several vSphere features and the solution. Okay, this storage publication describes several storage API that contribute to storage environment. Okay, so we'll see from this part. Okay, vSphere API for storage awareness, also known as what the PASA. These API either supplied by third-party vendors or offered by VMware enable communication between vCenter server and the underlying storage. Okay, what I'm telling, if you want to communicate between HDFC Bank and the Amazon website, you need the API. Okay, now if you want to communicate with the vCenter server and the underlying storage, you need the communication medium. Okay, so this is the API. It's up to you what API you are going to use. Okay, you can go for the VMware available APIs also, or you can go for the third party APIs also. Okay, now the tools you are using ना, say suppose क्या है, एक जो एडवर्टाइज बोर्ड कर रहा है ना आमिर खान, क्या है पेटीएम ने क्या क्या है बोलो ये, मुर्गा यार, क्या पे एक है ना तुम्हारा, इसमें जो करते हैं ना गूगल पे जैसा, व्हाट इज दिस, जो आमिर खान एडवर्टाइज कर रहा है आजकल, सो क्या पे था,
फोन पे है।
हाँ हाँ,
फोन पे सर।
yes, phone pay, okay, so phone pay is a third party API. So instead of using the, say suppose you are researching your, okay, Airtel TV, so you are not using their API, you are using the someone else's API, like you do GPay or the phone pay. Okay, so this is the third party. So likewise in the personalization also you will find lots of other vendors API, okay, for the communication. ओके, एक बार क्लाउड में आ जाओ, इसके बाद खाली पैसा फेंकते रहो, ठीक है, सिक्योरिटी के लिए अलग कंपनी, एपीआई के लिए अलग कंपनी, स्टोरेज के लिए अलग कंपनी, ओके, तो एनी हाउ जो भी जितना बिजनेस करे, अल्टीमेटली प्रॉफिट वो क्लाउड प्रोवाइडर और ये जो कंपनी है ना इन लोगों का ही होगा. ओके, एंड फ्रॉम दिस थिंग्स यू कैन by using your own what a business idea you can earn some money also. Okay, so this one. लेकिन इन लोगों का बेनिफिट सबसे ज़्यादा है बिकॉज यू आर यूजिंग ऑल दिस प्रोडक्ट. पहले तो बोलेगा सब सब कुछ फ्री है, ठीक है, बाद में धीरे धीरे पॉपअप होता रहेगा, ठीक है, तो आपका आपका डाटा इतना, ये योर डाटा इज टू मच ऑफ से सिंसियर, सॉरी द sensitive, so you cannot compromise. Can you take this what the artificial intelligence based what the security mechanism, can you take this API, can you take this, so in this way they are increasing all your demands. Okay, so this one, so all these are the APIs. Okay, next one API is what the vSphere APIs for array integration. Okay, these APIs also known as VAAI includes the following components. Hardware acceleration APIs helps array to integrate with the vSphere. Array means what? The storage array. Okay. Whenever you are go for building the data center, you are not putting only one storage device. So this is the stack of array, what an array. So suppose 10 different sets of storage pool you are putting in a row. So this is the array. Okay. Next one is what the array thin provisioning APIs help to monitor space used on thin provision storage array. Okay, and next one is vSphere APIs for multi-pathing. So this is something like you got the nick teaming. Okay, अगर तुम suppose if your data is too much sensitive, okay, suppose you are using the streaming data. So एक बार suppose in the whenever the IPL starts, हॉटस्टार क्या करते हैं बोलो, हॉटस्टार में नियर अबाउट 40 लाख पीपल एक साथ मूवी सब देखता है, ठीक है. नाउ इज इट पॉसिबल अगर एक पाथ से डाटा आएगा तो सबका रिक्वेस्ट सर्व कर पाएगा? दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके, तो डिफरेंट सर्वर से एक ही टाइम में मल्टी पाथ से डिफरेंट डाटा सब सेंड कर दे, ठीक है. अभी ये सब मल्टी पाथ को मैनेज कैसे करेगा? सो दिस ओनर is they are going to use some API which is designed specifically to maintain all this multi-path, so that without any disturbance or the delay users can enjoy their bandwidth. Okay, this is so these all are the APIs. Okay, so three APIs are there. One is what the vSphere APIs for storage awareness. Okay, this is going to use to communicate between the server and the underlying storage. नेक्स्ट वन इज फॉर एरे इंटीग्रेशन. ओके, जितना स्टोरेज एरे है सर्वर के साथ इसको कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए यू आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस थिंग्स. नेक्स्ट वन इज व्हाट द vSphere APIs फॉर अ मल्टी पार्टिंग. ठीक है, जो डाटा सेंड करने का मोर देन वन चैनल्स होगा, सब चैनल्स को एक साथ काम करना. ठीक है, सो दिस इज योर मल्टी पार्टी एपीआई. ओके, जितना एपीआई तुम लोग को मिलेगा इतना सारा थर्ड पार्टी वेंडर्स. ओके, so this much of things. Okay, please go through once. I'm there for another 2 3 minutes. If you have some doubt, then please let me know. Okay. So in the storage, this much of things will be enough. Okay. And regarding this, all these things, fiber channels and all, we don't require all these things because we have one another paper. Say data center and the storage management. Okay, there we will learn about all these things. Okay, if you find this paper before this semester, I believe you must have read these things. Okay, zonings and all, what is FCCN and all these things is already discussed in this paper. Okay, so for this time being, we only need these three things: traditional storage, software defined storage models, and the vSphere storage API. So जितना क्वेश्चन आएगा from this module you will find from these three topics also. इसके अंदर में लॉट्स ऑफ टॉपिक्स ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, सो प्लीज गो थ्रू इट. और जो मैं আমি তোমালোকক এটা অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দিছিলো ন, সো দিস অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট ফর দিস অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট प्लीज रीड ओके एंड राइट अप टू दिस पॉइंट. अगर इसके अंदर में कुछ सब पॉइंट होगा तो ये सब लिखो. ठीक है, तो गेटिंग स्टार्टेड विद ट्रेडिशनल स्टोरेज मॉड्यूल ये सब नहीं चाहिए. ओके, सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स
তাৰ মানে আগৰখিনি লগত আকৌ মানে এইখিনি মানে
নহয়
লিখিব লাগিব নেকি?
দেখিব যে দিছিলো তোমালোকক, তোমালোকে কি লিখিলা এতিয়া
ছাৰ সেইটো লগত
লিখিলা চাগে ন ট্ৰেডিশনাল স্টোরেজটো.
অঁ
ট্রেডিশনাল সফটওয়্যার আৰু তোমাৰ vSphere এই তিনিটা লিখি দিবা. ঠিক আছে, ইয়াতে ক্লিক দিলে তুমি ইয়াতে পাবা নহয়, চব নালাগে, মই যিমানখিনি কৰাইছো সেইখিনি কৰিলে হ'ল. So storage policy based management, only this much of things is required. Okay, no need to go for extra. IO filter ইমানখিনি লাগিব. ঠিক আছে, but in the vSAN please go okay do some exploration because this is important. Okay, VMware vSANs ইয়াত অলপ যাবা ভিতৰত and go some inside of this partial volumes also. এই দুটা পইণ্ট ভালকৈ অলপ এক্সপ্লেইন কৰোঁ. Okay, so why I'm doing all these things, whenever if someone of you go and work in some data center environment, then you will come to know that এইবিলাক বস্তুৱে তোমাৰ ইউজত থাকিব. ঠিক আছে, এতিয়া চোৱা চেন নলেজ তোমাৰ একোৱে নচলিব. ঠিক আছে, যিমান বিজনেছ কৰি আছো তোমাৰ ষ্ট্ৰিমিং বিজনেছ, all this business is based on the SAN only. Okay, IP SAN. Okay, লোৱা 5 মিনিট টাইম লোৱা. তোমাৰ লিংকটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিছোৱে, প্লিজ গো থ্ৰু ইট. ইফ ইউ হেভ সাম ডাউট দেন প্লিজ লেট মি নো. আছানে তোমালোক? হেল্ল'
অঁ ছাৰ
ছাৰ
ৰ'বা এটেণ্ডেঞ্চটো দিয়ে দিওঁ, ৰ'বা কোন কোন আছে জোখটো মাৰিয়ে দিওঁ. Excuse me. আহি আছে নে কান্দি আছে কোন এইটো? সফটওয়্যাৰ ডিফাইন ষ্টুডেণ্ট সলিউশ্যন বুলি দিলোঁ দিয়া ন টপিকটো তোমাৰ মই ভিডিঅ'টো আপলোড কৰি দিম তোমাৰ এইটো ঠিক আছে এইটো বন্ধ হ'ব দেই আৰু 5 মিনিটত জলদি জলদি দিয়া এটেণ্ডেঞ্চ ক্লাছ নট ষ্টাৰ্টেড এইটো এটাৰ মানে দুটাৰ পাছতে পাৰিম কোন কোন আছা প্ৰেজেণ্ট তোমালোক এইটো মোক স্ক্ৰীনশ্বট লৈ দি দিয়া ঠিক আছে
Yes, sir.
দিয়া এজনে স্ক্ৰীনশ্বট লৈ দি দিয়া মোক টোটেল 10 জন আছে ঠিক আছে মিছ নকৰিবা এটা মই ভিডিঅ' আপলোড কৰি দিম চাব পাৰিবা এই লাষ্ট ক্লাছৰটো দিয়া আছে তোমালোকে এইবিলাক কৰিছা নাই এই তোমাৰ এইবিলাক ফিডবেক দিয়া কিবা কৰা এইবিলাক কৰিছা নাই
Sir.
স্যাৰ কৰিছো স্যাৰ
এইবাৰ তোমালোকৰ
মাজতে দুদিনমান মিছ গুচি গৈছে স্যাৰ
নৱজ্যোতি আৰু জিতুলে ক্লাছ কোনোদিন কৰা নাই কাৰণটো কি বাকীটো মই চব প্ৰেজেণ্ট মাৰি আছো সদায় এইকেইটা ইয়াৰ দুটা ক্লাছত দেখা দেখি নাই কাৰণটো কি আৰু গম পোৱা নাই কোনোবাই
নো আইডিয়া স্যার
দে আজি ক্লাছৰ এটেণ্ডেঞ্চটো দি দিবা ঠিক আছে কোন কোন আছে
ওকে
দিয়া ৰাখিছো ন
ওকে স্যার থ্যাংক